Once again, I am Jason Unruhe, but I am here with Comrade Net of the Bundes movement, and we got some stuff that we want to talk about. So, Net, why don't you just get us straight into this?
Well, I think the primary subject is because you know how you made that announcement that me, Anglesist, and Obnoxious Anarchist will be working together.
Yeah.
Um, that is definitely something we're gonna do, but that's more top secret. I'm still trying to read through like a lot of the letters uh, that people are sending me. One of them from Dr. Weisfeld, which are his ideas about roundtable discussions, which sound pretty good. And I think there's going to be a lot of roundtable discussions if we wanted to build up, like, for instance, RevTube, especially the avenue that we're coming from at it. But a lot of this is up in the air, and but some things had been decided on. One of the things decided on was that one between me, you, Red Scare, and fellow traveler. Um, I'm sure there's other programs. Like I wouldn't. I would like to see what it would look like to see just a conversation like a series between you, fellow traveler, and and the Anglesys. I think that would be interesting. So I mean, there's there's a lot of directions people can go, but one of the ones was the four of us. Me, you, fellow traveler, Red Scare. But that's kind of what my concerns are is that I'd like to tell people like what I had in mind of it, and I'll also explain that we had the four of us still haven't really discussed it, but like what the things that you and I talked about.
Yeah.
But you said something about Red Scare TV theory, and that's what I'm interested in. That's why I've agreed to this because I've been saying this for a while.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna say this. I think that ML Line just really doesn't have any relevance in North America. I think that the idea is just it's not up to date. It's too Eurocentric and based on the European experiment and the European conditions. Which is why Maoism was invented anyway, because of that difference. But I think that about the only really good ML line out there is probably Mason's ML line. I think it's the only one that has any relevance to what some people are calling American Leninism, and I think that's something that needs to be said.
I agree with that. I have heard from like Maoists and anarchists, and people in PSFM, including Comrade Number Three, that they're okay with that too because he actually has a way of making it relevant for North America. Um, but I would, what I would hope? I would hope since Denki Kane and FBK are like I think it's FBK, the other guy from what was formerly known as the Iron Podcast, they built a new party or they're trying to build a new party. I would strongly suggest that they hook up with Mason. Mason's been trying to like do something like this for a while, and I think I don't want to be him to be slighted out of the credit when he did a lot of work. I mean, the dude, as I understand, has been working since he was 12.
Hmm. I'm not sure that that's legal.
Well, I mean, working for the cause of social.
Oh, oh, okay. I thought you meant like literal employment, like he's been a worker since he was 12.
Bro, that like I don't know. They make legends, like if he ever became a cult of personality, Uh,
He
and since he was 12 years old, Mason was reading Das Kapital and organizing the masses.
he worked in a mine in West Virginia when he was 12 and already brought home the bacon for his family.
Yeah, yes. Uh, yeah, well, like there's just a lot of confusion, and I'm very busy doing something that I owe Dr. Weisfeld. Like this is unquestionable. You know what I'm talking about. I have to find stuff for him because concerning the Bundes movement that I have in my inventory, but my inventory I'm talking about is on this computer. Like I had to temporarily take stuff off of it just so that we could talk like this because it's backed up, and then I have to always put the stuff back on. It's just too much to look through, but I'm working on that. I'm and people won't hear a lot from me until I'm done with this task. But to everybody that has been really cordial and kind to Dr. Abraham Weisfeld, I say thank you. Especially a shout out to the obnoxious anarchist. Yeah. And I hope to see more anarchists on YouTube in his style because he mirrors the philosophies out here that the anarchists have. But yeah.
Yeah, definitely obnoxious anarchist. Yeah, go see my interview with him on the Maoist Street Code if you haven't seen that yet. That's a really good one.
I did see that, and I hope everybody sees that. That's a really good video, man.
Yeah, I know. I was talking to the audience.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I know you saw it.
Should we just explain? Because, like, can we explain kind of, like, because I did want to be left out of this until you kind of did, like, you know, to be fair, you were defending me, but you kind of said, yeah, like, yeah, you know, that's why we found fellow traveler, yada, yada. Can I explain kind of what happened in the background of that? Because, like...
Yeah.
All right, Mason was the one that, like, you know, when you and I talked to Mason about the United Front idea, and he was the first to actually take it seriously. You know, like a lot of people don't know this. Mason has a way with getting in touch with people. Like, I mean, I do too, but I'm just not skilled like he is. He can get in contact with anybody. I don't know how he does it, but he just does it. And you know, if I recall, like, what got you interested in trying to, like, get more people involved was, like, you liked Danky Kane, if I recall. That's what you said. You liked Danky Kane. And then through Danky Kane, you learned about Ewoks Unhinged. And then I was watching Ewoks Unhinged, and I couldn't get enough of it. I used to show it to the anarchists, and they were hooked. And that's where Fellow Traveler first emerges. Is I remember seeing this interview where Fellow Traveler was being correct, and Xander Pig, you know, was being Xander Pig. And what was so cool is that B-Level took the time to, like, make sure that, you know, this guy's name wasn't dragged, you know, in the mud. So I started looking through this guy's channel, and if you remember, I couldn't stop telling you about this channel, you know, and you were busy at the time, but then you watched, he was like, wow, that's pretty cool. And then Mason went out and met him. And that's there really is nothing else other than that. That's kind of just what happened, but I have been asked now by some people, like, how did that all get started? But, like, once the four of us developed a communication, I think that's when a lot of the stuff kicked off. But there's a difference between what people are calling RevTube as a whole and the United Front section, which we are clearly involved in.
Yeah. Okay. So, was there something else?
Well, I want to know what... I wanted to ask you a question publicly, if it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because it's a touchy, it's sort of just a touchy one.
When have I ever been scared of saying or answering something that was controversial?
I mean, some people are like, okay, look, so some people are thinking that they're just going to go dump on leftism day. I'm not trying to say I'm with anybody on that weird controversy that is kind of strange to me. I mean, I do find it odd, but I mean, I just saying, I think it was a mistake, and I just wanted to know, like, you didn't say anything bad about leftism day, so I figure you don't have a problem with them, and I just was hoping that can be publicly clarified, because I know that I sound anal about that, but you don't say something, or you say something, and then everybody makes an issue about it, and I'm like, it's very discouraging for me to stay on YouTube at all with the drama and everybody digging up old stuff on people and stuff.
Well, I mean, I've never had any negative encounters with leftism today.
Okay, cool. I just thought that should be clarified. Like, I would like to actually talk to leftism. He doesn't talk to me, but, like, I've always found him fascinating because, like, you did a good job, you know, with Man on the Wall. But no offense, he actually took him down better than you did. I've always wanted to ask him.
Yeah, I will admit that. Yeah.
All right. Well, what do you think about the idea of calling the four of our things the struggle session or something?
Oh, seemed good to me.
Yeah, because like there's a lot of commonality between me, you, Fellow Traveler, and Red Scare TV, but we do have our differences. And that would make, like, a great struggle session because we understand each other enough. But, like, I think it should be called the struggle session.
I'm good with that, yeah.
Right. Oh, call Fellow Traveler. He needs to talk to you.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Red salute.
All right, see ya. I'll talk to you guys later, okay? See you in the next one.
Cool.